Podcast is up. Hi guys, welcome to another episode of the NDG audio podcast, episode 3. Yes,
episode 3 already?
Yes, it's episode 3.
Crazy.
I
feel like episode 4 is gonna be like immediately like I think that's just gonna be a thing.
I like the idea of us doing weekly episodic.
Doing weekly episodic.
This is the NDG weekly audio podcast here. Every Friday, except this is Saturday, and it's being uploaded on Sunday. Hopefully,
no, it's not.
Actually, no, it's being uploaded next Friday.
We're on schedule.
I fucked that up so hard.
You know what else we fucked up on?
What happened?
We wasn't even supposed to do this podcast, like us three, like personally.
True. What happened to the team beta?
Oh well, we're filming it without those losers.
I don't know what happened to Team Beta.
I have Cajun fries.
Today's Saturday? Oh yeah, we could've, I don't know. Who fucking knows? Team Beta died, and Team Excella fucking keeps excelling. We just excel in life. I don't care what anybody says. Fuck Team Beta, that's all they're ever gonna be. It's just demos. Bunch of beta testers and shit.
What are we moving forward?
No, please.
William, come closer so we can speak, because this podcast is literally all about your day.
No, please.
How the hell was your day?
Well, let me tell you.
You're gonna take the fumes away from you.
Oh, yeah, you're gonna kill me with your fucking shrimp dinner.
Relax. You
But
don't
let me give you
actually
this.
puff up until you eat it.
No, please.
Just tell us about your day, please. No one cares about your alleged reaction, please.
So my day started early. I woke up, my two vagabond roommates.
Vagabond.
They just fucking woke me up with extreme power. I woke up and they were like, let's smoke. I'm just like, okay, let's fucking smoke. So then we have that moment. We do our daily wake and bake. But today was more like a fucking wake and just fucking die. Because I've been sluggish all day.
I know.
We woke down 2:11. We cooked it together as a family. We went to fucking Price Chopper. We had to go to the chop. And we fucking finessed the chop. We got snackies.
We got mad snackies. We got
fucking Chef Boy on Dickhead over here. Chef Boy on Dickhead made 3 dinners.
Chef Boy on Dickhead. He is Chief
Wampa. And then ordered it. Chief Wampa over here.
You want a piece of shrimp? Shut your ass up,
Chief Wampa, the Wampa Islands over here.
Next time I'll charge you tilapia kono $10.
$10.
I love it, the Wii. So, basically, we cooked it. I had to go to work. I was so sluggish at work. And it comes to find out I didn't have to work until fucking 6.
6 o'clock.
So I get to work early. And they're like, you can't clock in. So I just went to sleep. I'm just like, okay, I'll sleep in the back after freaking eating that whole tilapia dinner. I don't know what seasoning you used this time. Was it the same
Old
seasoning?
Bay and pineapple sauce.
I figured it, and guess what? Courtney said, you don't mix the pot. And I was like, I agree, Courtney.
I agree, Courtney.
So next time I'll know, just the fruit.
You know what's funny?
The fucking fruit was good.
No. Let me just say this now, cause do
we need to highlight this?
Yeah, we do, because fucking remember Christy? She was like, you don't mix the pineapple salsa with the Old Bay.
Yes, that's what I was talking about.
Fucking God.
Yeah, I know. That's what she said. She said you don't mix the pineapple salsa with the Old Bay. That tastes disgusting. And at that point, I remember I was telling William, it's okay. You get to pick what you want for your seasoning, please.
And he was like, forget it, please.
He was like, forget it, please.
Just give me the fucking help.
Because Chrissy was insisting not to have it mixed together, and now that you fucking bring it up, that fucking, who was it, Courtney?
Mm-hmm.
That said that you don't mix the two, and I don't know.
I don't know if it's Courtney, Christy, whatever the case may be.
Like Chrissy is fucking old fucking coworker at fucking Price Chopper, man. Fuck Chrissy.
What do you have against Christy?
No, I don't have anything against it. Just fuck her right now, because I can't remember anything right now.
I've been playing Nio lately, as you guys both know. Since we're the only 3 people in this room.
Fucking downloads the game overnight and he gets it this morning. I wake up and all I see is a fucking samurai holding a katana already. I'm like, god damn. He's telling me it's DLC fucking exclusive. I'm like, oh, whoa, DLC. Yeah, he tells me it's a bundle too. Shoutouts to
Edward Montalvo.
Montalvo, aka Fat Eddie.
Yeah, shout out to the fat one. He definitely came through with clutch. You know,
he's such a scumbag. He literally all he wanted was just to switch shivs. That's all he wanted.
And you know,
such a bitch.
All he wanted. You offer him to switch shifts with him, and he immediately buys it. And the funny thing about it is he buys it and then tells you afterwards that he bought it already, because he was already like, okay, fine, he's taking my shift.
Yeah,
such a fucking savage. Hey man, you gonna close tomorrow by any chance? Nope.
That really changed.
Nope.
So yeah,
later that night.
Pretty much to highlight that little story was I was at work and I had this coworker named Edward who just does not showing up to work, as I've already told you both. So he'll constantly he hates closing the most. Like, he just does not like to put the fucking fish away at the end of the day. So he'll just pray to God that I just take his goddamn closing shifts. And this is so really trying not to die.
I'm just
For those that don't know, currently, aside from Lewis, who uploaded or who's working on, should I?
Yeah, you could. It's on my channel. That's what I'm saying.
So if you're interested in watching just Lewis play video games, he played Crash, he recorded himself.
Horrible.
And
I'm serious now.
It's so hypnotizing.
This is horrible. Audio's
my womp.
Like, the gameplay's good, the quality's great. It's just when you listen to the audio, it's horrible.
The audio of what?
The audio from my fucking commentary, it just sucks. Because I fucked up along the process of, recording it over. And I fucked up somewhere, and I knew I did. And I just uploaded it anyways, and then I was like, god damn it. But yeah. Fucking quality's great for anybody that wants to just look at good quality, but don't expect any good. Fucking don't expect no good audio. Fucking wow.
I fucked that up.
I'm sorry, Cheap Wumpa right now, he's playing, Crash 1.
Yeah, that's what we was gonna get to.
We're playing Crash 1, and I'm just trying to fucking get 104% just so I can be happy with my life.
And the Chief
Unlike fucking these two motherfuckers, I never played fucking Crash 1 as a little baby. All I had was fucking Crash 2 and 3. And that's it.
I was old.
Leave me alone.
Oh shit.
Here with the old one.
You were the old one.
But aside from everything, we have been watching this fucking godlike anime called Yu Yu Hakusho. And we did not talk about that yet on the podcast.
We didn't.
So fucking Yu Yu goddamn motherfucking Hakusho. We are up to the goddamn World Tournament arc. We're in the 60s, going on to the fucking 70s.
We just finished the World Tournament arc.
So we're 3/4 away of the fucking series.
Yeah, I think Yu Yu has 120 something episodes, maybe 100.
It has 100 and something. I think 150.
Somewhere up there. So we're well into the series, and it was just I love it. I fucking love rewatching it.
It is a fucking good anime, and I've never seen it before, so it's really great.
I loved it when I watched it.
To finally sit down and enjoy like one of the biggest like animes to ever
grace the screens, grace the silver screens,
grace the West.
And speaking on which, when you're throwing names like you out there, you're throwing out nostalgia out there, you gotta bring up names like fucking Cartoon Network throwing fucking Outlaw Star back on. I'm just like,
what? Outlaw Star.
For those of you who don't know what Outlaw Star is, it's basically like a fucking dated anime, Star Trek anime. It is so.
Just can't fuck with
it's really good, and I'm so glad that Cartoon Network went with the adaptation and just decided to go with it, and like, yes.
Throw that shit up. Let's go,
and look at that green freaking gem. Do you know what that means?
Yes, man.
We can go back.
Yes.
And get some secret Wampa. Alright, and get some more gems.
Fucking Wampas.
So, we did that, but back to my day. Two things that I just want to point out. Usually I do my own, I do Facebook Lives, reporting my day. I call them Memoirs of a Gay Man. So what I do is I just talk about the day, but since I'm already here, one thing that I was going to talk about in Memoirs, which I still will, I work at Dollar Tree. I'm a manager in training at Dollar Tree, and like a lot of the things I do, most of the time I'm on, the cashier, at the cashier's register. Let me tell
William is a cashier. Wow.
Let me tell you this.
Wicked.
Fucking amazing.
Oh, you guys are great.
Continue.
So, this woman comes, and she's a normal customer, and, like, she already has a bad attitude. She has a shit attitude, okay?
So she's already a bitch.
So she's a bitch at base level.
At base level.
You're just like, okay, I can get over it.
She's not even Zubuze.
I don't have to. Yeah, wait. Huh. She has, shown weakness in a time of peace.
Oh, that may be true. But she's still considered one of the best employees to date.
I have to disagree, as she is only a mere customer. But
she's the greatest employee at whatever the fuck she does.
Right, she's the greatest employee of where her employment lies, but
that's sucking dick. Yeah.
She came, and I'm fucking sitting there at the cashier. Well, I'm standing at the cashier. I'm ready for her bullshit, and I'm telling her, okay, your total's $5.36. So she goes into her coin purse.
She's like, what?
And she got 36 cents. She got her 36 cents. And I'm just like, okay, I hate when people do it this way. Because, like, they'll get the change and hand it to me, and then I have to wait for them to get their, like, money. Like, I don't know. I get being a cashier, working with people sometimes is very annoying and tedious. But then she reaches into her fucking prolapsed titties, which are, like, look like two deflated Spalding balloons. And this fucking bitch. She literally hands me this sweaty ass $5 bill.
I got a fucking platinum trophy.
Ew. She gave me this sweaty $5 bill, and I will never forget it because I went to freaking.
Wait, she whipped it out of her bra?
She whipped it out of her fucking tits. I don't even think she.
Oh, the titty money. That's what you were talking about.
She hands me
it was
this
the under titty.
And let me just tell you, I know tit money. And I know women, I guess, I don't know why it is comfortable putting money in their tits.
She slid it right under her tits.
I think honestly women like it because it's kind of an excuse to get like a little grab of their tits. Like they're probably really proud of it.
I fucking guess.
Because only girls with like big tits
do that tit money.
Yeah, do the tit money, and it's just like, this is my tit.
So I definitely got hit with the tit money. I definitely, and then she handed me the $5 and it thwaps in my hand. Like I literally hear it.
Ew.
And I go to put it in the register, and it sticks to my hand.
Are you serious? Are you exaggerating?
No, I'm so disgusted by it. Like, it's a flimsy fucking $5. It has no crisp to it anymore.
Oh my god.
It's in my hand, and as I'm putting it in the
hot
register,
as shit today too. Like, that's from today.
It's disgusting, and I put it in the fucking register, and I close my hand in the register. And I just fucking curse her out. Like, I don't curse her out per se, but I curse.
In your head, you were just like.
No, I cursed out loud. I'm like, fuck, because I closed my hand in the register. I jammed it in there. And she's standing there, and it's all because of her slimy ass, fucking tip money. And I was just so over it. And I'm like, I told her a total, and I'm like, fuck. And she's like, oh, are you okay? And I looked at her with an evil look, and I just like, have a nice day, ma'am. Just have a nice day. Just go. Because like, I was over her.
Yes.
Then, to bring up, like, yeah, a lot of shit happened today, whatever, but, work is boring, and you don't want to hear about that. But, coming fucking home, I get a hit up from one of my friends, Jaylon.
So his name is Jaylon.
Well, not the one that I was on the phone with. Jaylon hit me up on Facebook and was like, "Oh, Mike wants to, talk to you and stuff." I had a crush on this guy in high school. His name is, Michael or whatever. He played for the football team, and like he knew I liked him, and he was a dick back in high school. He was one of those straight guys who are just like, I'll flirt with you and I'll like play the game. I'll play that game with you, but I really just enjoy seeing you kind of squirm. And like in high school, I was just a big fucking whore, and like that got my fucking way, like with a lot of guys that you wouldn't expect. So it's just like, yeah, that, and like Michael would have been the culmination of the cream of the crop, if you will. But I mean, messing around with Michael would have been like owning my own ice cream shop. So, I mean, I would have enjoyed it, but it was nice. It was refreshing talking to him. He's doing a lot of good things for himself.
Yeah, man, you sounded really happy to talk to him.
Yeah, he did the army. He went to the army.
Oh, yeah?
He has a wife. He has a kid.
Not to be that person and fucking throw off your topic, but I want to bring up a topic of my own.
Go ahead.
It was on the previous podcast. We recently just found out that you was gay and stuff. And
they took away my.
And it's like the fact that you say that you was a whore and stuff in high school and stuff. And it just makes me think, when did you come out the closet?
Oh wait, so
it's like a little origin story,
Okay, so I came out the closet in like the 7th grade in the most outlandish. Well, okay. Here's how the story goes.
I just have to trust that that's gonna break.
Here's how the story goes. It literally goes like this. I was up in Rockland at this pool in Rockland or Nyack or wherever it's called. Like, it's Rockland, Nyack, or whatever.
About that for?
But
I just realized that.
Me and a group of my friends were up there, and like this guy got out of the pool. And at the same time,
oh yeah, you told me this story.
This girl got out of the pool, but like she got out of the pool, and then this guy got out of the pool, and he had this long hair. He looked like fucking Fabio. And like I caught the only fucking wood, and it was just like, oh. So I at that time already knew I was gay. I already knew like myself that I was, but none of my friends knew. And I had a mustache. That's what you like, a beard or whatever. That's like the girl that disguises herself as your girlfriend because you're really close friends with her. So I had one of those, and she was really cool. But by that time, it was like,
because this was a different time. Like in this time, like people being gay was still like frowned upon in a sense.
I guess you look at it like that because like also with your youth, it's like you don't really account, homosexuality as something. It's not held on like such a grand scale that an adult would understand, if that makes any sense. It's like if you were gay, a bunch of kids would probably think, oh, you're just trying to be different, or like you're just trying to do something out of the norm. When you yourself, like me, I knew for a fact that I was. So when there was no hiding that fucking boner coming out the pool, and all my friends are like, yeah, you saw that girl, yeah, and I'm just like,
you're like, yeah, I totally did.
I'm just like, yeah, no, I'm not doing this anymore,
Oh, so you just admitted it at that point.
I admitted that it was about the guy, and then we had this whole discussion at the pool, and like it was this whole emotional thing where like, yeah, and they were like, why didn't you tell us? And I'm just like, you fucking, like, and what gets me about that is when people are like, why didn't you just tell me? I didn't even fucking, like, I knew, but I didn't know how. I wasn't in
like, you wasn't fully.
I wasn't in the mindset to be explaining shit to people. Because one, I was like, it's none of your fucking business.
Exactly.
Two, it was too young to be discussing sexual fucking proclivities at like 12 and 13. Like, most of the time, guys are just talking about, you saw that ass.
Yeah. Well, at 12 and 13, I wasn't talking about that. At 12 and 13, I was talking about porn though.
Yeah.
Like again,
because that's when I was like discovering like Like, yo, I like tits and shit. Like, this is awesome.
Right, so I wasn't well off enough into my own sexual proclivities to be discussing them with everyone else. So it's like, yeah, I got a boner from the guy. That's basically how I explained it, and then
they were like, oh, all right, like pretty much. They were
nigga. My friends that had been my friends since fucking elementary were just like, you're like our friend, like you've been our friends since elementary.
So they accepted you for who you were.
Yeah, which was a lot for me because it meant a lot. But like people who weren't my friend and like became my friend in middle school because I was a fucking rebel with, I guess, a cause. And
a rebel with a fucking cause.
I had a cause in middle school.
What was your
cause? Was an asshole, but after I came out, I had a fucking cause. It was like, y'all niggas are gonna know the deal.
You're gonna take the deal.
Y'all gonna either accept this or not. But it was after I came out, it was war, and like that's when I met. That's when I met, that guy. But that's another story for another day. But looking back on everything,
I don't think I would.
Looking back on everything, I'm just like, I came out in middle school and I fought almost every day. Like,
that sucks.
I fought so much and it was bad because I was a smart kid and my teachers knew why we're fighting, but I'd still get in trouble. Like, my teachers would be like, yeah, this happened. This is why he's fighting. They explained, and I would still get in trouble at home. I would still get in trouble, in school. So it didn't matter. So, like, in middle school, I would...
Oh, so you were just, like, pissed at the world at this
I would cut school. That's around the time that I was telling you I would go, like, every fucking where. I would go everywhere. I cut middle school, and I still passed because I was just smart as fuck. But I didn't care about other people because, like, other people basically didn't care about what I was going through. It was a lot. It was a lot for a
That is insane, dude.
Yeah, it was a lot.
That's so crazy.
But moving forward, I'm gay, and then high school.
I'm gay.
And fucking high school happened, and like high school was an even bigger point because I did a little bit of high school in the city, and then I moved to North Carolina for like the rest of high school from like 10th on up, and like wow. In North Carolina, it's like every fucking high school you ever saw on TV. It's so nice. The high school is nice. It's like you got a fucking tennis court and you got this football field and everyone goes to the Friday night football games. And
that's
like,
crazy, dude.
And there was a fast food line in our school. And like there was some shit. Like that school was really nice.
That sounds lit.
That experience was a nice experience, and it was just even more reason for me to flourish. Like, I was that bitch in high school. Like, I was so popular. I tell people I had 2 book bags. One book bag had all my work in it, and another one had, like, fucking everyone's issues in them.
Everyone's issues.
I had paperwork to keep up with gossip. It was fucking crazy.
That's pretty cool. So you were, like, trying to be this character, like, in the school and stuff?
Basically, everyone... And you know what? It was so cliche. It was so... Everyone had a role. Everyone did, like... There were cliques. There were people who hung out with people and didn't hang out with people. But I found myself to be universal because at the time, I was, like, in the South, people aren't out and gay. It's just not, I guess, a thing in the South. So I was out and gay because I came from the city. I didn't give a fuck about anyone's feelings, So I'm just like, yeah, I'm queer.
So this is when you were in North Carolina.
Yeah, so I'm just like, I'm queer. I'm here. Get fucking used to it. And I'm just like, It happened. It was fucking awesome though. Like high school was a really good experience. I met so many different groups of people, and like I had so many phenomenal experiences. And like you hear the stories about how.
Wait, all right, I'm sorry. Forgive me. It is bad profiling. Did you ever suck anyone's dick in high school? Like, in the school?
Is this something for? You deserve to.
I told you this podcast is gonna get raunchy.
This podcast is raunchy. Okay, I was really raunchy in high school, and there are some things.
The word raunch.
There are some things I did. There are some things I did under the bleachers, behind the bleachers, down by the football. Because the school was literally broken up into like 4 parts. It was like the main building, There was like another camp, like 2 other buildings, the gymnasium, and then like down, like you had to go down like this hill. You had to leave the school, go down this hill to get to the football field. And like in between there, like I've done some things that I'm not too proud of, but I hold a little merit to. So there's that. I mean, everyone had their fucking shit in high school. Like, I'm pretty sure you've done some outlandish shit. Like, you never got head in high school, like in the school.
I barely went to high school.
All right, there was that. You did cut a lot in Louis. Did you cut a lot?
I remember there was this one time in high school, in my freshman year, I was just always like this. Like, I was just always desperate to make friends.
Mm-hmm.
So I would lie, which is never fucking good. So, for whatever reason, throughout my life, all the way up until 9th grade, if I didn't know anyone, I would always make friends with like the shady niggas.
Yeah.
All the fucking time.
You know what?
Like I'm talking like shady, like they'll fucking turn on you and fuck you up. Shit.
You fucking love it.
So fucking I was like 14 because this is freshman year. You're 14 when you're freshman, and fucking I just fucking go up to these kids, and I was like, hey, yeah, I smoke weed. I smoke it all the time. Yeah. My dad still lives with me. He's my supplier. And we just smoke weed. And they were like, yo, your mom doesn't care. At this point, their eyes are just beaming. They're like, oh my god, like, wow, you're so crazy. Oh my god.
You're a god.
Like, yeah, man.
You're already a
You're
god.
You're a fucking superstar.
Let's put it to the test now.
Yeah, right? He's a fucking god in your
So
eyes.
they invite me over to their little hangout spot.
Oh boy.
Clearly I'm not gonna get all the boxes on this one. They invite me to their little hangout. And fucking I go we all went to this one kid's house. He had, I forgot all their names. I remember one of them, his name was Ashton, but these were all niggas. And they would just fucking they would just meet up after school every day and just smoke. Just 2 of them, because one of them he refused to smoke.
Mm-hmm.
So there we are. We're fucking there. We're in the house and they bring out a bong. And he's like, yo, like they were calling me white boy.
As everyone does.
Everyone.
At one point or
fucking
another.
2 people in my fucking life. You're fucking retarded if you really think everyone called me white boy.
You just come off.
But
white.
fucking, like, he was like, oh, you want to take a hit, white boy? And I was like, yeah, give me that shit. Fucking took a hit. And I just remember, like, I didn't hit it right. Like, cause I didn't know, like,
what you were doing.
I didn't know what the fuck I was doing, so I pretty much just like breathed it in, and that was like a little tell. They were like, "Yo, what the fuck? You ain't even hitting it right." I was like, "Nah, bro, I felt that shit." I was like, "Yo, I feel that shit." And then fucking it goes around again, and fucking like I fucked it up. No, I remembered what to do because I saw Pineapple Express, and I saw when Seth Rogen, pretty much the way I always smoke now, like, I'll blow the smoke out and then I'll suck it back in and stuff.
Uh-huh.
I did that, and it just went straight to my fucking lungs. I went, and they were like, ha ha ha, nigga. And it was just so crazy. Like, I remember, like, that was like my first actual hit of any smoke, and I was just like, what the fuck? And it came around a 3rd time, and I did the same shit, and I was just dying, and they were like, nah, no more for you. And there wasn't even any more fucking weed. That nigga had like a quarter of a nug. It was ridiculous. Went inside, I was baked as shit. And I was so fucking hungry. We were just eating this man's candy. He was getting dumb tight. So, yo, stop eating my candy. We were just ignoring him. And then I wanted to steal so many games, but it was just mad hot, and I didn't really know how to get home, so I needed to like travel with fucking 2 niggas, with the other 2, not the kid with the glasses, because as I explained, that was his house. So fucking day goes on. This kid shows me his YouTube channel and stuff. And then I watched him like spit bars in his fucking kitchen. It was fucking. I hate watching people spit bars.
Why?
It's fucking annoying.
Well,
It's just annoying because then they expect like this great reaction if you give them anything negative. Well, let's see what you can do. You can't spit for shit.
oh shit.
So it's like either way, like you're just OS into giving them like a compliment, and I hate giving people a compliment.
That brings me back to like when I was like when you talk about like your high school story. I only have one that like really stands out for me, and is the only thing that like I can say like really was big. So there was this. It's the only guy I dated in high school. Well, in like the high school in North Carolina.
Mm-hmm.
His name was Bobby. He was like the most out gay guy. Like there were 3 out gay guys in all of Northwest, and one of each from every demographic that went to Northwest. I literally shit you not. Like there were Mexicans that went to Northwest, there were white people that went to Northwest, and there were black people that went to Northwest, and there was a gay from each, and I was the gay from the black demographic. And
So
Bobby was white,
good.
and freaking Jesus was the Mexican gay kid who later went on to become a woman. There's that. Michael was telling me about that today. He saw Jesus and he's a full woman, and we were talking about the time where
Is he like Gigi Gorgeous, please?
he's whatever. But Jesus and I have a background which leads to this story. Me and Jesus got into a fight.
Great.
And it was so good.
William got into a fight.
It was so good because I rapped that bitch because I was dating Bobby at the time, and Bobby was kind of acting shady, but I got grounded by my aunt because I always got grounded by my aunt because I was just doing something that she just didn't like all the time. So I got grounded and I couldn't go out, so Bobby would like creep. He went creeping on the low. I found out from one of my girls that this Asian girl that I used to, really fucked heavy with. Like, me and her were really cool. I used to call her Sandra Oh, which is so racist because she does look like Sandra Oh from Grey's Anatomy. But
I've never seen that show.
that's neither here nor there. So Sandra tells me, oh, no pun intended there. Sandra tells me, I saw Bobby with Jesus. And I'm like, okay. And I already didn't like Jesus because he was already trying to steal my thunder. Because I'm already there. I'm already well known. Jesus came and like there were guys that I liked that saw him from the back. He literally looked like a girl. And saw him from the back and be like, damn. And I'd be standing there like, what are y'all looking at? Turn around. Fucking Jesus. And I'm like jealous because all those guys, like that were straight guys, I'm just like, oh, you really going for this? Oh, you really think you're cute? Fuck y'all niggas. So, and I'm like, I've been here the whole time. My ass is fat. But then it's like, you don't look like Jesus. So, basically, Jesus ended up, sleeping with Bobby. That happened. And I'm like, okay, I'm in the lunchroom. And I happen to look at, the table next to us, which is a bunch of fucking jocks.
Uh-huh.
And I'm like, oh, because everyone fucked with me. I was just a cool person. Everyone just fucked with me. So they're just like, yo, what's good with you? I'm just like, oh, hey, guys. I'm just chilling. And then I hang out with my girls, Erica, and, the girls at the table. That's where we would gossip and just have lunch and just fucking chit-chat. Because our lunches were long as fuck. It was like an hour or something lunch.
You guys had an hour lunches?
Because we only had 4 periods a day, and they were like all an hour and a half long. So we had an hour and a half lunch.
That's great. An hour and a half.
Either an hour or an hour and a half. I can't remember right now, but I know it was longer than. It was longer. It was like an hour at least. An hour minimum.
My lunch would be almost an hour. It would be 45 minutes.
Okay. Yeah, so on lunch, I'm leaving. The next class I have is in like the West Wing because like our school is big as fuck. Like I said earlier, there's wings to this shit. So I had to go to the fucking science wing, and I'm waiting here, but I'm like, oh, I know the bathroom that Jesus always goes to do his little fucking makeup that he loved to do. So I'm just like, ooh, I'ma clock this bitch.
Oh,
so
you're a savage. You went looking for
I
him.
went to the bathroom.
I'm sorry, I wasn't paying attention. Why were you guys fighting again?
Because he fucking slept with my man.
Oh, shit.
Bobby broke up with me. after cheating on me with Jesus, and everybody knows it. So
everybody knows it.
So I caught that bitch Jesus in the fucking bathroom, and I was like, ah. And he had one line in high school. I shit you not, because he didn't speak a lick of English. Really, he didn't. Like, he spoke very little English. He was very soft spoken, and
he didn't need to speak little English.
He was very soft spoken.
I'm pretty sure all he needed to do was
sex is universal, right? You can speak sex in any fucking language. You know you're getting some fucking dick. But anyway, Jesus is basically like, hola, my name is Jesus. Like, that was his line. Hola, my name is Jesus. Hola, I am Jesus. Like, he would already introduce himself before speaking. Hola, so he was like, oh, hola. And I'm just like, bitch, don't you hola me like you didn't fucking sleep with my fucking man. And I ragged and tagged his ass in the bathroom. I fucked him up. And I fucking slammed his head into the sink. Like, I was sad.
God damn.
And then, you know what? I never got caught. You know why? Because in Northwest, they cracked down on fucking policies in terms of fighting. You couldn't even curse. You couldn't even, like... There's a lot of things you couldn't do in Northwest without fucking getting into deep trouble.
Uh-huh.
So, like, I snuck him, and I'm like, you can tell if you want to. But I'll tell that I caught you fucking sucking dick in the fucking boy's bathroom. If you fucking snitch on me fighting, like, if we were fighting here, if you snitch about this fight, not even about this fight, about me ragging you, you fucking snitch. I'm telling that you were sucking dick in the bathroom.
So you never got back with the other dude?
So I never got back with Bobby. I fucked up fucking Jesus.
So Jesus and Bobby were still a thing afterwards?
No.
Okay.
Because Bobby ended up leaving to go, ironically, back to the city. Or back to New York. I don't know if it was the city per se, but I know that he had family in New York, and he left to go to New York. I'm just like, okay. So that happened. And I got grounded by my aunt because she found out about me, you know, having that whole affair with him. And
how did she find out?
My circle of friends. Like, I love...
They snitched you out, your circle?
No, not really. It wasn't a snitch because, alright, my circle of friends and my cousin, like, I lived with my cousin when I was about 10. My circle of friends will always be at the house. Like, always, they would chill with us, or we would go to their house or whatever. But, like, when we talk, you know, my aunt would be around, and, like, sometimes... So she found out very quickly I had a boyfriend. She found out I was fast. Yeah, she was just like...
Found out I was fast.
She was like, I'm not having this.
That's a dare giveaway.
She's like, I'm not having this.
They see William, they're like, oh, he's gay. Oh, he's been with niggas.
So, yeah, that's, like, basically one of my high school stories that I fucking cherish, because... At that point, I cherish it because at that fucking time I hadn't fought since middle school, and it was my senior year.
That's like a black people thing.
What?
Yo, I haven't fought in mad long.
Well, I don't hold that, like, to... I don't know. I didn't take pride in fighting.
Every single black person I know is just like, yo, I haven't fought in mad long. Or I'm not saying that you take pride in it.
Like, the thing was, I wouldn't...
I'm saying, like, you're really keeping account of it. Like, I just...
Yeah, I keep account of...
I do know the last time that I fought as well, though. Like, hypocritically speaking.
Yeah. So when was the last time you had a fight?
In freshman year, when I was telling that story, fucking... I lied and I said I was gonna get them some weed. And this fucking senior came out of nowhere and fucking, he was in this fucking plan. And they were like, yo, so you bringing the bud, right? And I was like, yeah, I'm bringing the bud. And they were like, alright, make sure you bring it. Didn't fucking bring it. And then I had Pokemon Platinum, and fucking Jeremy wanted it so bad, and he gave me like $18 for it. And I copped a dime of this kid named Herb in my fucking class.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember it was a shitty ass dime, but I didn't know shit about anything. And I even gave some to some kid, but that was the bag that I was gonna bring to them.
Oh no!
Go home. Me being a little kid, anytime I got something, I would cheese and I would just like fondle it. I was like, ooh, like, I got drugs. Like, I'm so cool. Fucking sister. Like, at this, like, my sister was always, like, my second mom. So I just showed her, like, you know, she was cool. So I was just like, oh, like, check this out. She was like, what is that? I was like, that's weed. And she was like, nah, chill. What are you doing? Like, don't be messing around with weed. You just got in high school. And I'm like, no, it's cool. I'm not smoking it. I'm just going to give it to these kids so that they can leave me alone and shit. She's like, okay, please. Fucking, like, an hour or two later. No, like, not even in that same conversation. She goes, nah. And she just throws it out the window. And I didn't give a fuck at that point. I was like, well, that's down there. I was just like, fuck it, they're tight. They're not gonna have their weed. They indeed were tight. And fucking
Irv.
fuck, I barely remember this. Like, cause I remember blacking out like a motherfucker. But like that fight didn't happen until like days after this incident. But so the senior was the only one that was like pressing me for whatever reason. He just really wanted a fucking bag of smoke. He was just pressing me. And he was like, yo, nah, you lying? Nah, I'm gonna fuck you up and shit. And I was like, at first I didn't hear him because I was still talking to someone else. And he was like, bro, if you're lying, I'm gonna slap the shit out of you. That's what I heard. But I was talking to someone else, and I said, wait, what? I said, what did you say? I said, say that again. And he was like, yo, I'm gonna slap the shit out of you. I said, yo, you put your hands on me, I'm gonna slap you in your fucking mouth. Just like that. And then I just remember he just got mad red in the face and he just like pretty much reacted. And then fucking this one senior kid that just, I don't know why, he just loved the shit out of me. He literally fucking, because he was like a wrestler and a football coach, or not a football coach, a football player. He just fucking like pretty much yoked them up. And there was like nothing that this senior could have done. And he was like, no, fuck you, suck my dick. And I was just like, I remember just like, sitting there, like, he could have hit me because I was still sitting, like, in the tables, like, because, you know, you got your feet, like, under the things. Yeah, so I'm sitting down, but he was standing up that entire time. And he was, like, not close to me, but he was, like, still across from me. He was right across from me, but he was standing. And I was sitting. And then I remember the dean came. He's like, come with me. Like, and I was, like, at this point, I was already, like, pretty numb. Like, cause I was like, shit, I'm like, yo, he could have easily, like, just fucking, like, hit me right then and there. I was like, fuck, I wasn't even ready to react and shit. Like, so I was pretty much, like, taking that in, and then it's like, what did the dean want now? Like, am I getting the heat for this? And then fucking the dean just goes, like, what's happening? And I lied. And I didn't want to say it was over a bag of bud. So I said it was over fucking schools of bud. No, I did say it was over a bag of bud to the dean. I told the dean the truth. And then it was that, like, it was all said and done. I did this whole thing, whatever the fuck. I got out of my last, like, 2 periods. Coming out of school, I came out of school a little late. Everyone else was already, like, leaving. I'm walking down this very specific street. And out of fucking nowhere, the senior just fucking, like, pretty much tackles me from behind. I get knocked on the ground, and he just, like, he didn't, like, whisper in my ear, but he didn't scream it either. He was like, yo, the next time I see you, I'm gonna fuck you up. And then he just said that, and I was like, shit, again. Like, he could have just fucked me up. And I was just like, fuck, man. And it was getting to me, and I was like, shit. And I remember just being like, fuck, man.
Did you ever see him again?
No.
That's funny.
Because after that, because I was smart as fuck. And they were just like, I mean, your grades are pretty good. Like, you're still barely showing up to school and shit. Fuck me, dude. Like, you're still barely showing up to school. So they were like, we're going to give you, like, sophomore classes. So I had some sophomore classes with some sophomore kids.
Okay.
And they were pretty much my real friends. Like, they were cool as shit. So I had, like, I had lunch with, like, some other seniors, with the juniors, and with some sophomores, and they were like the coolest people ever. I remember this. I will never forget this one dude. I forgot his name though. I'm fucking talking about forgetting. Fuck me, man. That just starts as soon as you get there.
I'm just like, looking back on high school and how far I've come.
Yeah, no, fucking So yeah, like I some time goes. I did see him again.
Okay.
I will never forget this. I was pretty like I was already I was bandaged up because of all like the scrapes that I had and shit from when he knocked me down.
Mhm.
So I remember I had a band-aid across my nose because I scraped my nose. I had band-aids on my hands because my hands just got fucking scraped, and I remember they were just stinging. So like that made it worse. And it's like when you got a band-aid on them, it's like squeezing. It kind of hurts even more. And I just remember seeing this motherfucker like just grinning in the fuck. I will never forget the way this hallway looked because I just saw him, and all I could think was, I'm just gonna fucking just take my chance now. I was like, I'm gonna fuck him up right here, right now. Wow. So I remember I started walking like pretty slow. I started walking like really, really fast, and he like pretty much reacted, and at that time it was just over. I like jumped at him, but I pretty much like I put my knees forward. So I just fucking like I was just on his chest, and I just had my dick on his chin, and and I was just wailing on this motherfucker, and my fucking fists were hurting so bad. My whole hands right here were just purple, like it hurt so fucking bad. Like I remember those after that 2 weeks, like I got suspended too. I got suspended. And I got like, I didn't get the shit beaten out of me, but my mom was fucking mad at me. Because I was already cutting school, like, and then I got suspended, like, I just was not doing good in high school. Like, high school just was never for me. That was pretty much it. So how much dick did you suck in high school, dude?
Wow. I mean, enough. I'm just going to say enough. I mean, that was kind of spot heavy. Louis.
I don't know. We're 46 minutes in, and
you got a story, Louis?
No,
Lewis has just been fucking baked, tired. He's just not been talking.
Fuck no, I don't got no story. Fuck that. We can end the podcast right here, 46 minutes. Unless if someone has another story, because I definitely fucking don't.
What did you do today?
Fucking nothing. Just fucking ate, and that's fucking it. Thank you for tuning in for this audio podcast. Hopefully you fucking enjoyed this.
Thank you to the two people.
To the two people that gave us their lovely story as always. Stay tuned for the next podcast for these two people to tell you more great stories.
Yeah, what level are you in?
So fucking good night everyone, stay positive, all that extra shit. Bye.